What's going on, everybody? And in this video I will be covering the score breaker set for the aerobatics class, and I'm going to be explaining to you why this is such an important set to have for your plane. We know that the escapes are not in the summits anymore, so this is going to make the planes pretty much show up in a lot more summits, whether it's low altitude or aerobatics. I'm going to get into both of these right now in this video, guys. So starting off, why do you want score breaker? Well, obviously it helps you get a way higher score on these skills, which are obviously in every single summit. As you will see here, there's a quick little skill here I'll be getting to in a second. But before we do that, let me show you the build that I currently have on my plane. Alright guys, arriving into the parts. So what am I running? Obviously I'm running the score breaker set, not much of a shocker there. And then for this I am running skilled. Now I wanted to explain this a little bit because I'm sure people are wondering, do you actually need other affix-it stats on the score breaker sets? Does it make a difference? So to answer that question, depending on what you're doing, whether it is one of the aerobatic little like low altitudes, having pure or frenetic on one of the affix-it stats with skilled might actually improve your speed a little bit, which can give you more points. But personally, I really don't go after that kind of stuff. As you see my build on this current part here, I have extreme mode, increase extreme mode efficiency for 8% airbags and air race planes. That doesn't really do too much when you're going through one of these missions. The skills really don't need extreme mode or anything like that, so I pretty much have parts and or fixed stats on this that you really don't need. Now, if you're wondering, I am running an air race plane here. Now, you can use these on all the skill challenges. You actually do not need an aerobatic plane for them, which is pretty cool. So go after building your air race plane because these will be a lot more beneficial. We have nitrochemist and scorebreaker on these. You can get a lot more done. So like I said, I have 73% on my skilled there. You could probably get 10% on each, checking them here. I have 10 on that one. And you could go through a lot of money doing this. I'm not going to lie to you guys there. Some of my sets I actually had to spend literally like over $1 million and like 100,000 spare parts just to get literally one part set up to where I want it. So it really does depend. I'm going to jump right into that skill I just showed you guys now. I'm going to show you the two differences having scorebreaker and not having it, and how insanely important this is, especially how all these new cars are coming up in the summits, and we know they're going to get really sweaty. So you guys want to have the best, basically the best advantage you can have. Alright guys, arriving to the aerobatic challenge now. I do have the scorebreaker set, like I said, on this run, and I will show you another run without the scorebreaker set to show you how important this actually is. So getting right into it, obviously having pure and frenetic on your plane could actually help your speed a little bit because these are based on speed as well and how fast you can get through them. You're going to obviously go for green on all of them to get the highest points possible. You also do not need to hit these perfectly. I don't know if anybody knows that. As you'll see there, 2700. You just got to pretty much, well, touch it when it's green like that, and that'll pretty much give you the full score. It's kind of insane to me how important this actually is to have this set, guys. I mean, I've farming for these parts for a while. It is definitely really annoying, especially for the aerobatic planes and stuff like that. Those are really annoying. Air race not too bad, so you could just do the air races like the one in New York that takes like 1 minute and 40 seconds. You could just grind that completely and pretty much not stop. As you'll see there, with a scorebreaker set and skilled, I got 27,794. Now, having that score in a summit will get you literally 155,000 points, which is pretty much the highest you can get. Now, here it is without the scorebreaker set. Alright guys, I am in the menu now with the nitrochemist set that I'll be running on the next run through the low altitude there. Now, there's one thing I wanted to point out in this set. I did a little things differently compared to the last video I did with the aerobatic mission there, where we had to fly through the circles. So this one, I actually have some skilled affix-it stats on some of the nitrochemist parts here, entering which about 42% help. I have 10% on some of the parts here, just to show you guys that you actually can do this, which will help your score a little bit. Will still not compare to the double scorebreaker points that you can get in those missions. One thing you can also do is you can also go into your pilot here and go over to icon points and actually put the stuff on pure, extra pump, ventilated, resourceful, frenetic, drifty, tricky, all that good stuff, and that will also help you get higher points. Same with gifted, graceful, skilled. You can put 25 on there as well. Obviously you need to be higher leveled. If you're a lower level on this game, you have to play a bit before you can do this, but once you get to that certain level, you will be able to have all these activated all the time, which will also greatly improve pretty much all your vehicles when doing the races. Alright guys, arriving back in LA here. So, like I said, I am using the regular nitrochemist set on here. I don't have any skill to fix its stats on this plane at all. Just to show you guys this. So, having the 70% increase, or like over 60, if you can manage to get 10% on every part, would probably help your score a good amount, but not as much as you may think. So I'm getting 1,050 per circle that I hit here compared to over 2,500 before. So there's a big difference here not having nitrochemist on these guys. And I have noticed almost every summit has some type of aerobatic type of thing in it. So it really would not be a bad idea to actually get these sets on here, guys. I mean, it's pretty crazy. You'll notice that I'm hitting all these perfectly in green here, and you will see how quickly, well, you're going to notice how the score ain't going anywhere. All right, so I just completed. I got 14,110 compared to the 27,000. Now, 13,000 may not seem like a lot, but that's almost doubling your score from what you had before, and that's going to greatly improve your summit score. Alright guys, so as you can see there, what a huge difference in points, right? I mean, that's honestly kind of crazy if you think about it on how different your score actually is without the score breaker set. Now, I know a lot of people are probably aware that they need that set to get the highest score, but if you don't and you're new to the crew too, I figured I would also share this as well, just to help you out if you're trying to get into this game. And you're wondering how these people get in such high scores in the summits. Obviously, level does help a little bit, guys. I mean, having the extra points and icon points on stuff does help a lot when it comes to this stuff. But besides that, guys, I mean, it is really important to get this. In another video, I will also be covering the low altitude to show how important that is as well. I figured I'd say that for a separate video, not to go too crazy on this, make this video too insanely long. Rather break it up in different videos so you guys can pretty much go watch those if you need that on that specific skill and all that. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said, guys, going after those sets would be a really good idea. And yes, it is insanely grindy. It will take hours to get them unless you're insanely lucky. And Loot Digger might be a really good thing to have, honestly. I'll get into that in another video as well. Thank you guys so much for watching.